Hello. Let's get a sip. What's going on, people? It is March 3rd. Wednesday, March 3rd. Not Wednesday, Thursday. I had to check. Oh, let me start this video with a bit of a warning disclaimer for newbies, okay? Because apparently, just like anything, there's always people who are first discovering my channel for the first time. So, a warning about the content. This is not a scripted show. This is me at my house getting on the camera and talking about whatever I feel like, primarily music. But I'll talk about whatever I feel, and that will be political at times, it'll be personal at times. So if you can't handle that, or somehow that's against your personal values, then you have been warned, okay? So, quick update. Yesterday I had a wonderful day for, needed one, because the atmosphere of the earth is a mixture of positive and negative, and I feel it all. So yesterday, my old bandmates, I used to be in a band called Chemicals a few years ago, and then the drummer split and we fell apart. Well, those guys are my best friends, and so we've been trying to kind of get it together again. And so the guys that have this drummer that they play with in another band. Is it Hector Anchando? No, I forget the guy's name. But it's an R&B blues band. But a young cat, and they said this guy, they think he's pretty good, and he definitely wants to try to play with me. So we arranged to have a session yesterday, and it went really well. And I haven't been playing bass much, but I haven't been playing bass in a band with a drummer for so long that I can you see that blood blister there? That's what happens, you have to start all over again building up your calluses. But yesterday was so good, so musically fantastic, that I played, you play hard. And all of these guys that I'm playing with in this group are all technically more proficient than me. They're all actually school trained, they can all read, and they're all younger than me. They keep me on my toes, but the mutual respect between them and for me is just the best, because I am a punk musician, when they started talking about chords and this and that and this and that, I understand what they're saying, but they can actually just know it in their head what it means. I have to listen to see, oh, it's going left instead of right, oh, it's going down instead of up. I can hear it. So we did some instant composing yesterday. Was just incredible. I just love that. So I just want to share. That's what's going on with me. I'm still buzzing about that. We're planning to get together a week from yesterday, next Wednesday. The new drummer, Harrison, he listens, and he also takes chances, which both to me are very important. He's not great yet, but he's pretty good. He's a young kid, 24, young. I like working with young people. I think this young man could end up being a very good drummer. So, didn't listen to much music yesterday. I was just tripping on what we did. But what I did play was the John McLaughlin Liberation Time, the album that he did while in lockdown. And I like this more the more I listen to it. And Gary Husband's contribution here is huge as a pianist and composer. And I just love this expression. I love John McLaughlin's guitar playing. No one else plays like him. I love it. I did play some more of this. This is the bomb. And I know there's a lot of good black music out, But what's going on with what Robert Glasper is doing, I think really this album really captures what I want to hear from what you call so-called black radio today. Now I want to say when I posted this the other day, I didn't get a bunch, but I knew I would get people saying, "You ought to check out this, you ought to check out that." Folks, y'all don't understand. I am not unknowing about black music, hip hop music, popular music. I'm checking it out all the damn time. And there's times I just can't remember names. But yeah, I check that out. And yeah, I listen to that. I want to know what's up. So I'm not some Johnny come lately. And yeah, that stuff does stick in my craw a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm here in public. And you folks maybe that don't do much public interaction, people get on your nerves. You love people, and at the same time you deal with so much stuff, such a spectrum of people, that some people are just really just nerve-wracking. And so I let you know, because that's how it is. I often think of one of my favorite artists from the 60s, Neil Young. I often think about just how I really like him, and I can just imagine how cranky he can get with fans, even though he loves them. I think about him sometimes when I'm dealing with shit. So, I bought one record yesterday. Homer's Mark Matter, great guy down there, been there for 30 plus years. He'll post videos of new stuff, and when they get in used records. I look forward to the used records updates, because he fairly regularly gets something in of interest to me, and yesterday he got one in that I've been looking at for a long time. I used to have this, and then I got rid of it. Poet and the One Man Band. You folks in England will know this by its original cover. This is the cheesy cover that they decided that Americans needed. They needed to see a hot dog. The marketing thinking for America versus the rest of the world just has always shown me how cheesy, and low rent to me that American mentality is regarding people. We just want to sell you something. Anyway, the deal with this album is this is actually the band Head, Hands, and Feet. The blues country rock band from England. Albert Lee, Tony Colton, Ray Smith, those guys, okay? They made this album before they decided they were recording this stuff. It turns out they were doing a lot of session work. And this stuff was recorded before they solidified the idea of becoming the band Head, Hands, and Feet. Now, I had their first album for a long time because I liked the cover graphic on the album a whole lot. It's a double album. It was kind of a green cover. But I never liked the album. I wanted to, but it just never clicked for me. And this one, it's really actually only one song, why I wanted it back so bad. The whole record is pretty country rock. But the very last track, which is really short, is like this thing that comes beaming in from the Twilight Zone with a church organ and these melancholy chords. That's what saved me, and that's why I've been looking for this. And when I got it home and played it, I haven't heard it for decades. It was what I remembered. It says, ooh, it's like, here comes this music out of left field. All of a sudden, like, it's beaming in from the Twilight Zone. That's the shit that turns me on. So that's what I got there. Okay. So for a minute I was thinking I was going to try to organize some stuff and show you that stuff that you can buy from me in preparation for Bandcamp Friday, but it's just not a priority. I'll do that later, but I'll tell you this. Tomorrow is the first Friday of March, and Bandcamp is waiving its main fee so that we artists get the lion's share of the purchase. So for you folks who want to show me support, And particularly you folks who haven't bought anything yet. I'm not asking you folks that bought last month to go and buy some more. You can buy some if you want to. But there's a lot of people that watch my channel. And hardly any of you have any music of mine. If you'd like to show me some support, go to my Bandcamp page tomorrow, Friday, and buy some stuff. You can order my latest album, which is still in print, through there. You can order Future Still through my Bandcamp site, or you can order it directly from the record label. Either way. Real happy with this record. Real proud of this. And as I see more and more posts from people around the world who have bought the album and getting their initial response, I'm objective about my record. It's good. They tell me it's good. It is good, and it's positive. That's positive. If anything, that's so topical. Future Still. The reason why I called the album Future Still is you can take it a couple different ways. And my thought was, future still. Is there a future still? I mean, in face of the ongoing attrition and wrecking and dumbing down and destruction of so many important parts of the world, some days it looks like, there's no future. And I dare say that I do wonder about little children. What is it going to look like when they're my age, So there's that. Is there a future still? Or another way of it that I was thinking is the future still? Is the future on hold? Is it in stasis because of this bullshit, because of greed mainly? You can think other thoughts or take it however else you wish. But the overall energy of the album is positive and love. So get a copy. Friday. I'll try to remember to... Oh, J-Bone was asking about putting my t-shirts on Bandcamp. No. I only have a limited amount of t-shirts. I'm not having any more made. The person who designed them for me and made them works for the post office, has kids, and he is having a rough time, in all honesty, mentally. So the last thing I need to do is bother my friend to make me more t-shirts. I have just a limited amount. So I'll show what I have in a couple videos or something if you would like to buy one. Plus, I don't need to give Bandcamp any more of my money. If you buy it directly from me, then I get it, okay? So I'll get around to it. I can't stop war. I can't stop pain. I can't stop the insensitive nature of people when they get power. But I'll continue to express my concern and my wishes for a better world. And I'll thank all the artists and musicians of the world who strive to bring a positive energy and message in these times of madness. Let me know how you're doing, folks. Take care.